After the success that was John Carpenter's Halloween, Universal greenlit a sequel once again written by Carpenter and Deborah Hill. It's time to roll on into Haddonfield Memorial Hospital to review Halloween 2. Welcome back everyone. If you're new here, my name is Carter Scotland Allen. This is my film page where I discuss anything and everything film related. If I'm interested, I will talk about it, as well as sharing my professional filmmaking journey. While Dr. Loomis hunts for Michael Myers, the traumatized Laurie is rushed to Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, and the Shape is not far behind her. Okay, starting with the directing for this film, this was Rick Rosenthal's feature film directorial debut. Now, Rosenthal isn't known for much other than Halloween 2 and Halloween Resurrection actually, but he does have a wide variety of television directing credits. Honestly, I have no idea why Rick Rosenthal was selected to direct this film because he had no previous directing credits, but I have no complaints. This film is a solid sequel overall, even for today's standards. There are some pacing issues, but it doesn't feel any slower than other films released during that time. Overall, Rosenthal does a solid job adding to the franchise and adding a little bit more creepiness to the thing that is Michael Myers. Okay, moving on to the cast and the characters. Once again, just like the original film, the only characters that I had any attachment to were Laurie, Loomis, and of course Michael Myers. Every single other side character in this film is fine, but they ultimately just end up being cannon fodder. If there's anything to praise about the cast or the characters for this film, it would have to be Dick Warlock's performance as Michael Myers, and also Sheriff Brackett is entertaining enough and fun to see on the screen. Moving right along to the story, this is a very simple sequel and overall once again a very simple story. The original thrives off of its simplicity, whereas this film suffers just a little bit from it. And of course, we do have the big reveal in this film that Laurie is actually Michael's sister. Wow, this twist did not work for me in any way, and I knew it was coming. It was at that point in the film that I thought to myself, I don't know if I'm truly going to be a fan of the entire Halloween franchise as a whole. And moving right along to the visuals, this film does look fantastic, especially when comparing it to the original, because we do have returning cinematographer, director of photography, Dean Cundey. The visual style in this is very consistent with that original film, making these two films feel like one long horror feature. There's not too much to add about the visuals other than it does look like it's coming from the same universe as the original Halloween. They do look very consistent. They look like they are in the same world, which is a very good thing. That's what you want. You want to believe you're in the same place where you left off with that original film. And honestly, my only real complaints about visuals would have to be Laurie's wig. Onto the iconic score for the Halloween franchise. Yes, we have the classic John Carpenter theme. It is kind of revitalized for this film. I do think this film has a very good score. It just doesn't quite reach the heights of that original. Overall, it is a very good score and is definitely better than some of the later scores in the franchise. And now time to move right along to the final thoughts. Overall, this film was entertaining enough. I did not grow up with this film, so I have zero nostalgic attachment. I honestly completely understand if you think that this is the best Halloween sequel, because whether or not you grew up with this film or you just think it genuinely is the best Halloween sequel, it's just not that for me in my opinion. I probably watched it too late in my life. I wish I would have watched this when I had seen the original, because I probably would have paired these two together and loved them both. So I do regret not watching this at an earlier age, but I do think there's still some fun to be had when watching this film, even if you are new to the franchise. This is a fun sequel, it's a worthy sequel, it's just not one that I am personally super intrigued, super motivated to go and rewatch. And that's my review for Halloween 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of Halloween 2 down in the comments below. Am I crazy? Am I an outlier for my thoughts on this film? I'm very excited for Halloween Ends, and I am excited to keep on covering the films in the Halloween franchise. Next up, we have Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which is the only Halloween film in the franchise to not feature Michael Myers. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more movie-related content, and stay tuned for the next review in the Halloween franchise.